waiting for ultra cheap taxi. We need to buy TV.
Look at us, so happy, so excited about getting a new TV. At this point, we still didn't know that it will take us not only at least one more week, but also countless of hours of research before finding a TV. So on that day, we went to El Corte Inglés, which is like a huge shopping mall. We checked the TVs and we got some new information that made us basically decide to take more time and analyzing TV options a bit more. We also got hungry and we were able to test some Argentinian empanadas, which I really like as a snack. And I had marked this place on my Google map before, so it was a good occasion because it's really far outside of the center. Unfortunately, the empanadas were not the best. They were so far the worst I've tried in Porto. They were like, the bacalao was extremely, like the one with cod was extremely salty, and generally they were just a bit dryish also, and we did not really like them. The best part of this trip was to visit El Corte Inglés grocery store, where I found my favorite Latvian kombucha, 0% kefir and skyr to try, and one of our favorite habanero salsa. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a zero-fat cottage cheese, and I don't think it exists here, just like it does not exist in Poland. After that, we decided to come back and find us some matcha. The fridge is getting filled and I slowly find ingredients I need to cook. I also found this lupin powder high in protein and fiber that I add to my oats. It tastes like chickpea flour, but cooked with oats. It's actually pretty nice, but I'm still trying to find the perfect proportion. In the first week, I mostly cooked the pasta with tuna and tomatoes because this is basically the easiest recipe I know. It worked pretty great because it took us whole 2 days to get tired of Uber Eats because food delivery in here was extremely fatty and not that good of a quality. So we keep on looking for some of good restaurants that deliver food to us. I also start enjoying going out with Abba for walks in the evening, and this is the beautiful view from one of the parks nearby. On this day, I was strolling the city. I went to Bio Shop where I was happy to find nutritional yeast I use for my scrambled eggs. Also, I checked out little shops with local products and canned sardines that I think both are great for a present. And you can see these are the most beautiful canned sardines you can find. But basically they are selling canned tuna and also any other seafood and fish. I also needed a gym and grocery bag, so these Porto cotton bags were perfect for that. I really like this cafe. I came there to work a bit, but it was extremely hot and they do not have an AC. But I really enjoyed the sandwich with chicken for lunch. I also ordered matcha tonic with some cloud cream, but it was very sour and I did not like it. Later we went for another matcha date. However, only Nola kitchen at that time was open, and unfortunately we did not like the matcha. That was basically very bland and tasteless. Luckily, we just enjoy walking in the city. Also, I remember having a good smoothie in this place before we moved when we visited Porto for holidays. In the morning, we enjoyed this amazing coffee from So Coffee Roasters. 6th day after our move, I'm trying to work a bit. I went to Combi Coffee Roasters for some working session. They have a nice working space. Coffee is okay, it's good. Nothing extremely special, but they have a nice selection. I also ordered some avocado toast, but they were covered in those big flaky salt that I hate. So you can see my struggle whenever I bite on like a huge salt piece. But anyway, I will come back because they have a decent coffee and decent price and nice space for working. Later, I was coming back and I was checking some vegetable and fruit store, and I was excited about that because we didn't have stores like that in Finland.
It's hot outside. I think today it's reaching 34 and the UV index is extremely high, but I'm actually really surprised how well I'm handling the temperature in here. Like, I'm actually kind of comfortable at 33, like when I'm just walking from one place to another. Tree does not interrupt me, and I'm walking a lot, and I think it's just proven to me again how cold sensitive I became in Finland. So I'm actually really happy with the weather. I cannot complain, but my apartment actually has perfect temperature right now. So it's really good that we actually have an apartment facing northwest. So basically it's a bit darker and maybe cold in winter in here, but in summer right now, like at this 30 degrees, it's perfect. And we have a cooling and heating system, so I think even in winter we'll handle pretty well. So I had to come back a bit earlier from my working session at Combi Coffee Roasters because I actually checked the email and said that the IKEA guys, the delivery will come earlier. So I came back home and I grabbed some nice savory pastry from one of my new favorite bakeries. We already tried croissants and bread and some cinnamon pastry, and they were all really, really good. Today I'm gonna try the savory pastry. I actually didn't really understand what is inside because of the accent differences, but I've heard something about mustard, so let's see. So I definitely didn't understand what I was buying because there's actually a sausage. And I do not eat processed meat at all. And this reminds me of the hot dog bun that you can buy in Poland. Like, that's not a hot dog, but just like a kind of like bun with a hot dog inside, but without ketchup, without mustard. But don't understand me incorrectly. I like it because I actually love hot dogs. I don't eat them. I avoid them. I avoid processed meat, but I really like them, and this is really tasty. I can finish my lunch, but the IKEA got delivered, so that's very exciting. So I know what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna be folding a bathroom trolley. Actually, now that I moved, I mean, for a long time I appreciate a good box, and I think these are boxes to save. They're very nice. Yeah, I accidentally ordered 2 trolleys despite the fact that they said that this trolley is not available. Now we have 2 trolleys. I was said when I had all the things in the basket that this trolley, they don't have, like, they cannot deliver it, and I think I accidentally didn't delete it from the shopping cart because I thought it's like automatically deleted, and I accidentally bought it. That is our new stool. Like because our sofa here it's like very small, we are used to having this big L sofa in Finland. So we need something, at least we're trying, for my boyfriend for now, to have something that he can put his legs on. That is easy. And I like it because it's also like a storage. And in this apartment we have less storage than in Finland. So yeah, this definitely does not fit. You can see it's almost there, if not for the round edges. So yeah, it's fine. Let's see the other one. I mean, it will fit on top, but I don't think it's gonna fit in here. So this is the our apartment after first week of living here and after first IKEA delivery. So we still didn't fully unpack our luggages, and still a bit of chaos, but we have basically now most of the things that we need, so I can show you the apartment. Here's our set from IKEA with the hanger and with the space for a few pair of shoes. And I really love how my Porto bag doubles for a decoration. Here is the bathroom. The cosmetics are organized in those trolleys that I've ordered like 2, and the boxes are not fitting, but you know, for now we made it happen. It works. I think it's good enough, so it's so much more tidy right now, and I really like the bathroom. I really do like the bathroom. I think it will be better for us than the one in Finland. This is the kitchen. But I also really like it because I like a kitchen that is a bit hidden but open. Like I generally like open kitchen, but I prefer kitchen that is like in that L or U shape. So this is really good kitchen for me. I love this kind of space here that is open to the living room. This is basically the living room, and this is our small couch. So this is right now the biggest problem, that the couch is pretty small, and we don't have the TV yet. It's also, like you can see, it's a bit dark, but with this heat it really helps to keep apartment cold, so I don't complain. Anyway, there's nothing that is darker than the apartment in Finland during winter, so it cannot get darker than that, so we are fine with it. Maybe you can hear the sounds of the washing machine, because washing machine is here, and I'm still trying to figure the washing machine out because it's combined with a dryer, and this is something new to me. Here we have our closet. I mean, it looks big, but in our previous apartment we had normal closet, and I think it was at the end it was similar storage space like in here, but we also have, but it was taking much less space in the apartment. So this looks nice, but I actually don't think this is the best way of organizing the space, and at the end this apartment does not have enough storage space for us. But I mean, we'll see when the boxes will come. So this is the closet, and this is our bedroom. I actually really like it. I think again that I'm actually surprised because in our previous bedroom we had white walls, but I think that actually this type of material on the wall makes the bedroom more cozy. That feels slightly more like like hotel. I mean, it's really comfortable to sleep in here, and so far I really like it. And this is our balcony. Have this kind of view on the corner of the park, and the balcony is also big and really nice. So definitely still very enjoyable, especially when the temperature will drop a bit and we buy some balcony furnitures. So that was the apartment, and so today is Wednesday, and so this marks basically the first week that we are spending here, because we arrived last week Wednesday. And so I decided to kind of start recording my day-to-day. Firstly, maybe also for myself, because I want to kind of have memory of this amazing experience. This is literally my dreams come true. And you know, I had a lot of, I traveled a lot, and memories really fade very fast, and I don't remember a lot about living in Turkey or living in Paris or in Madrid, and I kind of don't really want to forget this chapter of my life being in here in Porto, and I really want to memorize these moments. And secondly, also for my friends and for my family, to kind of have a quick update of how my life is in here. And the first week was extremely difficult in some ways, especially first few days. Like right now it's much better. Right now, from Monday, I feel very stable and very good, but the first few days and basically the 1 or 2 weeks before moving, they were extremely intense and overwhelming. And although everything worked better than I expected, and the moving part wasn't even that difficult, but what was the most overwhelming was just arriving here, and you know, you need to figure out everything from the beginning. Like last half a year, I really reached nice balance in my life, and I was kind of like the healthiest version of myself that I always wanted to be. And now coming here, I need to adjust everything from the beginning, which is very difficult. Finding a gym is difficult, and for me at least, this is my experience, like finding a gym, adjusting to new equipment in the gym is always something that breaks me. Like this is my breaking point, like anything can happen to me. And we had some stressful situations. When we were coming to Porto, we did not know if we actually gonna get keys to the apartment. We were not sure, but that was not a problem for me. Like I didn't really care. But I went to gym, and I just wanted to cry because it was just so overwhelming and so out of my kind of control. And they're like everything like that when it comes to, like, I don't have my bread, I don't have my food, everything as simple as oatmeal or making scrambled eggs or scrambled tofu needs to be readjusted for me, because I do not have my bread, I don't have my oil. Like I cannot find rapeseed oil in here. I finally did in Polish shop. I had to pay almost €5 for it. I need to readjust every single part of my routine. I'm also very different in here, like immediately, and I'm pretty sure there are multiple reasons for it. My sleeping schedule just changed like this, and my whole routine, everything about what I want to do in a day changed like this. Just I arrived here and I just became a different person, which partly I knew it will happen because I'm a city girl and I love to live in the city, and it's a very different experience for me, like in a positive way, but also like scary. Like it's scary how it changes me. And now I'm usually going to bed really late. Now I'm going to bed at 10, and honestly I'm not gonna be even able to maintain it, but it just shows me like that this is literally just uprooted everything in my life. From any balance I had, now I have to change it, readjust it. Everything from sleeping, eating, sport is just different, and this, especially in these beginning days, causes a lot of stress. I'm better and better in these things because I constantly travel, or I'm constantly moving, and I'm constantly in different places. So after a few days, it's much more like calm and stable, and I feel much more in control. But definitely, this causes initially, and probably later on, there are gonna be moments where I will feel extremely overwhelmed because I cannot control. I'm not in control even of what I'm eating, or really at what time. It feels like I'm not even in control of my sleep, or when I'm going to bed, or like drinking water. Like, forget it. Like, I was recently drinking, like I was really good at drinking 3 liters, like 2.5 liters of water per day, and I wanted to be hydrated and healthy because I'm eating a lot of fiber. But now it's like I cannot, like I just cannot drink water. Like it's just, I need to remember about, and now I'm so much outside that it's just impossible for me to drink that much water. I was drinking that much water because in Finland I was spending whole days in the house, because in Finland I'm a different person and I'm stuck in the house and I love to be in the house. Here I'm drawn to the outside, so everything changed and I need to readjust everything, and this definitely causes a lot of stress and a lot of kind of also finding some compromises. And basically every day I'm going to some different grocery stores, trying to be able to find the ingredients that I had, the spices, the all the food things, all the food items I had. And I was cooking on daily basis. For example, I needed my life Turkish bulgur, and there were a lot of Turkish shops in the city I lived in, and I need Turkish ishot biber. But in here it seems like right now I don't know where to get these things. Or I had a specific salsa, hot salsa, that I really enjoyed with my scrambled tofu, and I cannot get it here. We found some for Abba. Abba also had his favorite salsa, and we found an alternative. But for me, for now, I found the alternative, but it's not as good as the one before. The whey powder, it's I cannot find here easily accessible whey powder that is does not have any taste, because we like this neutral whey powder. And I anyway wanted to try some protein powder, so I found it, but that makes the whole food that I'm cooking with the powder like totally different as well. So yeah, it's just like a readjustment. It's good I have a lot of time and energy now to do all those things. But definitely like just moving, I think, yeah, kind of to abroad is definitely a big transition, because not only you're changing your city, but it just the things that are accessible here are totally different than in Finland or in Poland. Like, it's the same when I go to Poland for 2 or 3 weeks. I need to change what I'm eating, because just some things like fat-free cottage cheese is not available at all in Poland or in here. So then I'm eating things with twaróg. It's just in different countries they have different things, and I really need to like period of readjustment, because at the beginning caused me a lot of stress. But Porto is, as expected, amazing. It's difficult for me to imagine a better place to live in. I think it's one of the top places that we could find ourselves in, and definitely a dream come true. It's for now really chaotic, and we still don't have, we have electricity, so that's good, but we don't have internet in our house. And there's a lot of things to deal with, and we don't have TV, although we already spent, I think, like 10 hours looking and trying to order TV, which also raised a lot of problems. Just everything is kind of like a task. Doing laundry is stressful and is a task, because I don't know how to use it. I need to learn the capabilities of this particular machine. So I'm really careful. Just everything's overwhelming. But when you just go out and you're just on the streets of Porto and you just go to the coffee shop or breakfast place, like I see the amazing potential of how happy we can be here, but not only happier, also so much healthier. Because I do not think Finland was healthy for me, both physically or mentally. And because I thrive in big cities and big sunny city, this is where I thrive. So despite for sure the adjustment period, that probably can take even up to 1 year or even sometimes longer, because in Finland or in other places it took me at least 6 months to start being kind of comfortable with some things. Despite this long readjustment period that I probably will need, the potential that this place have as our home is tremendous, and this is very exciting, and I feel very excited, but I also feel very inspired. That's why I also want to go back to making my videos, because this is something that I like doing and brings me joy. And now I'm also really inspired in the city to go back to some of my hobbies that I didn't have energy or time in recent months. So let's see how it's gonna go, and I hope you hear me better than you hear the washing machine. That is really loud. But again, it's chaos in here. I have no idea where my microphone is right now. I don't know where my things are. I don't like, it's constantly looking for something. So hopefully with the next video I will have better audio.